last year because of the injury. So, do you have a chip on your shoulder?
Man, listen. When I took my helmet off, December, New Year's last year when we played Citrus Bowl. When I took my helmet off, it just a rush fell through me, man. Like I'm so hungry, I'm so eager. The fuel, I don't need no more motivation. Everything, the proof's in the pudding, bro. I'm ready to show the world what I'm about. That high ankle, people fail to realize that high ankle. I play defensive line. That high ankle sprain, it slows you down from everything. You can't do anything. You can't plan. You can't do your moves. But I'm finna show the world what I'm finna show the world what I'm really about, man.
So Boise State's quarterback's in trouble.
No, yeah, their O-line is in trouble. Their running back's in trouble. Whomever is in front of me is in trouble. Plain and simple. They can anybody. I mean that. Anybody that lines up in front of me. I mean that.
Big Cat, I know guys like Kalia. I talked to him and he said, "You're a monster in the weight room, in your motivation and your drive and everything." He says it's really kind of inspired a lot of these guys. What is it about that? Was that part of what you just talked about? That shit, maybe?
Yeah, that's all it was, man. But with me being home for all that time, man. I mean, a lot of days I didn't do anything. So when I got here, bro, I want all gas, no brakes. I think for the first, when I first got here, the first month, I think I worked out every day, Sunday through Sunday. I worked out every day, and it was just when I was sitting home, I realized when you're sitting home not doing anything, you don't get those days back. And that was once I got here, bro. I was just I can't waste a day, because I don't want to go back and look back at this season. I've been doing it 4 years now, so I don't never want to go back and look back and be like, I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have done more. And that's just the chip I have, man. And that's how I move every day, and that's how I think every day.
How did you get the nickname Big Cat? How did that come about?
Yeah.
How long have you had that?
I've had it for a while now. So back in high school, man, I had a high school coach, Sheldon Felton. He got a job of my junior year in my high school, and he came to me and asked me what my real name was. I told him Marcavius, and he was like, Marcavius. And he's like, it's all right. And so I went out there that spring. I went out there and played for spring football. And at the time, I wasn't the biggest player on the team. He was like, Big Cat, bring your behind here. And I was like, who is he talking about? And I was looking around. He was like, I'm talking about your behind. I was like, oh, so I'm Big Cat. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest player on the team at the time, so I didn't know he was talking about me, and it kind of stuck. And everywhere I went, recruits and recruiting visits and things like that, it stuck. And people like, what's your name? Big Cat. So that's how it stuck. And I put a K in it because my real name has a K in it. So I put
when you got to Auburn, was that on the roster from the very beginning?
Yeah,
you were Big Cat. People didn't know who that end guy was.
Yeah, they didn't. I was Big Cat from the jump.
Hey, UCF's had trouble getting SEC teams to play them. They don't want to play them for you. I'm just wondering, how does this roster stack up with SEC?
Right now?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll beat somebody like Auburn, for sure. We'll beat Auburn for sure. But no, man.
You didn't play in the Peach Bowl against UCF.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I was a freshman. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, it's a lot different, a lot of different, players and caliber guys. But I ain't gonna lie, we'll be a team like Auburn.
Do you think this program has a chip on its shoulder?
For sure. For sure. Yeah, that's why I came in. That's why I was looking for a team. Looking in for that the team had things like that. That was some of the characteristics I was looking for a team, and I feel like UCF had it, and so that's why I came.
What do you say about this program when you, not just yourself, but you got other guys who were at Auburn who wanted to come join Gus? I mean, what does that say about kind of coming here and trying to,
Yeah, it's really Gus. Just like I say, over the 3-4 years that I've known him, just relationship he's built with his players is something that I think is really important, and something that he's taking more important. That he loves to do, he want to do. And that's something that that I think a lot of guys don't get in. A lot of coaches that are sitting in the head coaching position, that they don't get that kind of affection and relationship type of thing with their head coach. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Was he unfairly, because his getting booted, I guess, at Auburn, was that unfair? I mean, did you feel like that was kind of unfair for him?
I honestly did, because it was COVID year. Everybody had a bad year. We didn't even it was. But hey, it's a business, so you have to look at it like that. But I honestly think, he should have got another year because of the COVID. Everybody had a bad year. So, you know. So
You're
He
looking
got a
for-
nice little buyout. He got a good buyout.
yeah, he did. he did.
You're looking for a place to go after everything. I know originally thought you might go to Tennessee. I know there were changes happening there too. Obviously, when Gus got the job here, what were those early conversations like? Did you have to think twice? You know, when Gus reached out to you,
Oh,
or
I did.
What was that process like?
I did because it was UCF. I told you when he first got the job, I told myself I wasn't coming here. I was like, I'm not going to UCF. And he called me and I was, you know, I was like, all right. And he gave me a plan. He said, I'm gonna call you back with a plan. I was like, all right, call me back with a plan. He was like, okay, we're gonna do this, do that, get recruits here. We're gonna do this, do that. And I was like, all right. And he called me back. Then T. Will called me, and they just kind of like told me the whole plan. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Cause like I said, I was going to Oklahoma. I didn't feel comfortable going all the way to Oklahoma for like 6 months. Like, it was too much to get out there. I was like, nah, man. I kept praying on it. Then Gus called me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Orlando, and that's how it happened.
So it was good that you had a relationship built. You know, you didn't want to go to some place brand new where you didn't know anybody. So that obviously helped a lot, knowing Gus and T. Will and working with those guys, and get some former teammates that eventually joined you as well. Yeah. So how excited are you just for your final year? I mean, what do you want to accomplish out there on the football field?
Everything. I wanna show the world. I ain't gotta show the world. Prove to myself that I'm the best defensive player in the country. I am the best defensive player in the country. I was the best defensive player in the country last year. I just got hurt. That's the only thing, you know. But you know, I'm gonna wake everybody up, and I'm gonna show them. So you know, the proof is in the pudding. So that's all I gotta say.
Did you eagerly look at the American and kind of see what the competition?
No, I don't care. Like, I would have did the same thing in the SEC. Okay. Like, I don't care. Whoever line up against me is gonna get this work. Every play, every down, every second. Hey, as long as I'm healthy, they gonna get the best of me.
I know you're going to get to work with these guys here in the coming days. But kind of what's your outlook when you look at the rest of the defensive line? Have you gotten to know guys like Kalia Davis?
Yeah.
Auburn, some of these guys can't be starting with you.
So I'm saying, like, we're gonna have a great front seven, definitely, especially for this conference. I don't see us losing. You know, and I honestly think, you know, all of us gonna eat. Everybody's gonna have success, including linebackers, safety. Everybody. I feel like everybody's gonna have a great time this year, and I just look forward to it.
Obviously, you've talked a lot about your relationship with Gus, and obviously he's trying to recruit for the future. You only got 1 year left, but you know, why should a young player, you know, want to come to UCF and play for Gus? What have you kind of learned about him as you've worked with him over the last 3-4 years?
Ask that one more time. I'm sorry.
Just why should a young player come to UCF to play for Gus Malzahn? You know him better than a lot of people, having played for him at Auburn. You came here to play for him. Obviously, he's trying to recruit for the future, recruit some other top guys. You know, this upcoming recruiting class and beyond. You know, what are some of the top reasons you think a young guy should want to come here to UCF and play for Gus?
Just the thing that he's preaching, the things that he's trying to do for players. You know, of course, the new NIL deal. You know, like things like promoting guys, trying to get guys out there. You know, not just I think that's the biggest thing, and just the relationship that he builds with his players. I mean, you want, like I said, a lot of programs don't have coaches that actually talk to them or have, that you rarely talk to them. And a lot of programs are like that. And I honestly think, that's one of the biggest things when it comes to, like, recruiting and things like that. You want to know your head coach. You want to know things like that, to know who runs your program. And I honestly think he brings a lot of that, all that to the table.
UCF's been known for offense the past few years. I know there's a renewed, emphasis on defense. Obviously, you're just jumping into it. But how good do you think this defense could be? Travis Williams, you've worked with him before. You've gotten to know some of the guys. What's your outlook for a UCF defense this year?
I mean, I feel like we're going to be one of the best in this conference for sure. One of the best in the country. I know, like I say though, but we got some work to do. I haven't, them are some of the things that I say, but you got to get in the field and then do it and put everything together. So we're gonna see. We'll see.
What do you like to do when you're not playing football? What are your passions?
Bro, I honestly just be chilling, bro. I mean, I probably read a book. I mean, I fish a little bit. I don't do much, bro. Like I don't know. I chill. I'm really, like I say right now, I'm really just in a different mindset. Like, I'm just trying to get to the league, and shot the college football world. Like, that's the only thing. Like, that's only the only
drives
thing.
You. That your number one motivating
I think
drive.
about it.
You want to do what you need to do to prove to those guys that you can play the next level.
I think about it every day. My family, God, my family, football, in that order. That's what I wake up every day and think about every day, and like, that's it.
Are you a guy that has
dream.
personal goals? Like you say, I want to have this many sacks. I want to be all conference.
Yeah,
You
I
have goals like that?
want to be the best player in this conference. I'm gonna have over 15 sacks. I don't know how many TFL. We're gonna see how that goes, but but 15 sacks, that's the goal. That's the goal.
I appreciate it.
For sure.
Thanks a lot, Big Cat.